Now, most people know that DElia's dad was a big studio guy. He's a high up exec. So DElia lived a life on set. He lived a life of privilege, a life of nepotism and being involved in Hollywood since he was a baby. And so here's where it gets interesting. The big show his father was the showrunner for was the show Boy Meets World. Big 90s hit, a big TGIF Fridays kids show. And if you'll pay close attention and look back and see, the character Eric Mathews shares a lot of similar traits to DElia. Now, in an interview, Chris explains that his father wanted to give him the role of Eric Mathews, but he didn't act at that time. He didn't have the power to do so. He couldn't usurp the casting directors who were looking at kids who have been acting for years. DElia, this was his first gig. So Chris does not get the role as Eric Mathews. But if you look at that character, you'll see DElia has based his entire life on that character. DElia is copying forever Eric Mathews. He's trying to be this character on the show that was so successful that he didn't get to be. So just go back any random episode of Boy Meets World, scroll to the part where there's Eric Mathews, the older brother, the comic relief, and you'll see DElia is taking his entire personality, his entire concept of comedy is coming from one guy.